Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I've got the Can You Adapt It book tag. So what this is about is it's a series of questions, 8 questions, and then you tag somebody where you basically talk about your favorite book to film or your least favorite book to film adaptations, okay? So first things first, I was tagged by Jeremy Fee over from his channel. And I have the 2 people I'm going to mention. I'm going to put links to their channels. Jeremy, I just discovered his channel a couple of months or so ago. And I saw him do this tag and I thought, wow, this is really fun. And I commented, I said, well, you know what? I might do this tag even though I wasn't tagged for it. And he said, you're tagged. And I said, okay. And don't let the name fool you. Jeremy Fee, it doesn't cost anything. There's no fee to subscribe to his channel, okay? And the tag itself was created by Raul Reads, and I will leave a link to his channel in the description below also. Another thing I want to discuss is the fact that when you watch this video, you're not going to see my regular intro video. And the reason for that is, so I was on YouTube Studio the other day and I was looking and I noticed on one of my videos it said copyright claim. I'm like, okay, what is this? And then I start noticing, and my cat is in here. I'm going to pause this a minute and kick my cat out of here because he's being rambunctious. So give me a second, okay? All right, thank you. Alrighty, I am back. Anyway, I saw a thing on one of the videos that said copyright claim. I'm like, okay, what is this? Apparently, I had something where somebody claimed that they had a copyright to it. I had used something in the video. And then I started looking through the other videos, and I've got about 60 videos that are like this. And what it is the copyright claim is for the music that I play during my my intro video where you see the blood dripping onto the page and the word Books of Blood comes up and that really nice music. Apparently somebody made a copyright claim, probably the writer of the song or whatever. So I've got a choice of 3 things. I can trim it and just take that part out and not put it in there. I can mute the music on the ones that I've already done, or I can, I can't even remember what the other thing is that I can choose new music. So on some of them, it let me choose new music. So I chose one that's okay, all right? And then on the other ones, I just muted them, but it is a slow process. And I'm going to finally get all of those done. And what I'm going to do for videos coming forward is I'm going to use, I'm going to make a new intro. And if anybody has any ideas, I would love to hear them. I would really love to hear them because I really enjoyed this one. But I guess I could probably still use it, but switch the music out. I don't know. Anyway, that's what's happening with the whole thing with you not hearing any music or getting any intro. Aside from that, and you probably didn't even want to hear that anyway because it's just me jacking my jaws for 3 minutes or whatever, 2 minutes. All right, first question. What is your favorite book adaptation? Well, I'm actually going to be concentrating on some of the same books throughout this video. So the first one I'm going to bring to mind is, and I'm going to include both these movies, even though the second one really wasn't part of the book as far as I remember, but The Godfather and The Godfather Part 1 and 2, those are one of my favorite adaptations that comes to mind. Another one, where did it go? Another one that comes to mind, because I just absolutely love this series on Netflix, and I'm talking about The Haunting of Hill House. And there's another question coming up about there that's going to concern this. It's going to kind of, you guys are probably going to be, some of you that are purists about adaptations and stuff are probably going to be a little bit pissed at me. And then another one that is an absolute favorite of mine. So yeah, I've got 3 here. And that is The Exorcist. All right. So there you go. Question number 2. What is your least favorite adaptation? You know what? I can't really think of one that is a least favorite adaptation. I think, you know what? I think if I were going to name one, I would have to say that they just totally screwed the pooch. And that's not a sexual thing. It's just a weird terminology. But they totally screwed the pooch with The Lawnmower Man. I mean, the short story. Now, it was a short story, all right? The short story was horror. It was gory horror. I mean, you had this naked dude down on his haunches eating grass, and then this guy becoming like a sacrifice and stuff. And what do? They turn it into this weird and stupid sci-fi thing. And it's just like, I've watched that movie one time when I saw it in theaters, and after that, I will not watch it again. It's stupid. So yeah, there's my least favorite. All right. All right, moving on. Let's see what we got here. All righty. If you could adapt any book, which one would it be and why? I have sung the praises of this book. It's dusty. Sorry about that. Anyway, I have sung the praises of this book so many times, and I would love to see Ghoul by Michael Slade made into a movie. In fact, let's not even a movie. I would actually like to see it made into like a Netflix or a Hulu or some type of limited series, like they did with The Haunting of Hill House, and also with The Queen's Gambit, which that was based on a book. But yeah, I would love to see Ghoul. To me, it is the perfect combination of historical fiction, police procedural, thriller, and horror. I just, I love this book. So yes, if anybody's listening that wants to make this into a movie, please do. But please, whatever you do it right, okay? Anyway, all right. Next up, okay, let me go back to where I was before. Alrighty. Oops, whoops. Sorry about that. I'm having to do a little bit of mixing around and stuff. What is one adaptation that was portrayed perfectly? Now, when I think perfectly, to me, it is not whether or not you took the book and just word for word, scene for scene, copied it into the movie. I don't think that necessarily means that it's perfect. So this is one that might piss you guys off, but I thought that one might piss you off and one might not, but I thought that The Haunting of Hill House adaptation was absolutely perfect. All right. Is it like the book? No. I mean, it is very loosely based on the book, but I just thought that the characters to me were just so interesting. The writing was just so well done. The acting, the directing, the effects, everything to me was just absolutely spot on with The Haunting of Hill House limited series. All right. I wish I could say the same thing about The Haunting of Bly Manor. I need to go back and start watching that again. I probably have to start over because I wasn't enjoying it quite as much. But this one, they nailed it. Knocked it out of the park, nailed it, whatever you want to call it. All right. Is it better than this? We'll get to that. All right. Another one that I thought was an absolutely perfect adaptation was once again The Godfather. It took the best parts of this book and then it ran with those parts. All right. It is a perfect movie. All right. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that The Godfather is an absolutely perfect film, and I know some people might go in there and go, well, there's some flaws in it, like there's this thing, where, like one scene the window is open and the next scene is closed. So that's a flaw. I don't mean things like that. I just mean it's a perfect movie. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay. Let's see here. If you could star in any book adaptation, which one would it be and which character would you like to play? This is kind of conceited of me. You know what? I'm just going to be absolutely conceited about this. I want to be Dracula. Why do I want to be Dracula? Because Dracula is freaking cool, okay? I don't care if he's evil. He is cool, all right? He dresses nice. He's got manners. He's just so debonair, so charming, and so, I don't know what else, And I don't know about the blood drinking part. I may have to kind of skip on that one. If anybody offers me blood, just tell them I'm doing keto or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I would love to be Dracula, all right? He's just so in control of everything, and I don't always feel like I'm in control of things. I don't, all right? Number 6, when it comes to adapting a novel, what's your preferred media? I'm going to say TV miniseries because it gives you more chances to flesh things, flesh the story out, where you don't have to go, well, we need to leave this part out. We can't put it in. Oh, wait a minute, you guys, I just thought about this. My least favorite, I'm going back to number 2. My least favorite adaptation from book to film is this recent piece of shit that they called The Stand and put on CBS All Access. God almighty, was that not a hunk of shit is what it was. Okay? It was boring. It went all over the place. It was absolutely worthless. So there, that, not the Lawnmower Man. Well, the Lawnmower Man sucked too, but yes, the Stand, it just, anyway, sorry about that. All right. Number 6, yes, TV miniseries, because it does give you more chance to flesh things out and to get it right. And to get it right. I'm talking to you, you makers of The Stand, you morons. What the hell is wrong with you? Number 7, if you could change anything from a recent adaptation, what would it be? Yes, it would be The Stand. I just wouldn't make it. If you're going to do that shit, just whatever. All right. And number 8, is there a book adaptation better than the actual book? If so, which one? Once again, I am going to go with The Haunting of Hill House. Don't get me wrong, I love this book. But this just, like I said, I love this even more. And why is because I just love what they did with the characters. Yes, I know none of these characters are actually in the book, except for what's her name, Mrs. Oh gosh, the lady played by Annabeth Gish, the housekeeper. I can't remember her name. And Mrs. Dudley, was it Mrs. Dudley? Yes. But I just think that the Haunting of Hill House adaptation was just so well done. Even though no, it is not spot on just like the book, but it just creep me the hell out through the entire thing, and then you also got that fun thing where you're like trying to spot the ghost in the scenes, and sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I had to use a cheat sheet or whatever. But yeah, all right, so that is my answer. All right, number 9, I am supposed to tag some people. I'm not going to tag anybody per se. Why do I say per se? I hate that, per se. What does per se mean anyway? I'm not going to tag anybody, all right? If you want to do this tag, then please, by all means, go ahead and do this tag. I think you'll have fun with it. I know I did. All right? So there you go. That is my answers. That is the Can You Adapt It book tag. I'm going to post this tomorrow, which I'm not telling you what day that is, but you'll see it anyway. And until then, you guys have a great evening. You guys have a great evening, and good night.